morning students, welcome back to our social class. We are going to deal with the same chapter, that is Rise of Nationalism in Europe, and I told you we'll be seeing about the new conservatives after 1850. Yes, quickly go pause the video, go to your bag, take your book and come and sit down, my dear students. So you can see here this conservatives means people or the political philosophers and who stresses or give importance for traditional things, traditionally established aspects like traditional practice or traditional in customs, duties. Like you will be knowing about your own grandmothers, right, who will often ask you to do something this and that, is because of the traditional things, traditional practice which they don't want to leave, right? So similarly here also you can find that we have the conservatives. So these conservatives believed in establishing traditional institutions of the state and society like church, monarchies and social hierarchy, properties and families should be preserved. So they say they had that concept in their mind that these are all their own thing which has to be conserved, which has to be safeguarded, protected. But those days, you know about Napoleon. Napoleon is a person who brought a change in this and who modified, who rectified so many things. Okay, and the most of the people who belong to conservatives started realizing that Napoleon is also a person who was having a monarchical form of government or a kingship rule, right? So he even had a government that is modernizing, that could further or strengthen the traditional institution with a monarchical form of government and with modern armies and development of effective bureaucracy and having a dynamic economy and abolishing of serfdoms and feudalism, he is experiencing a very good strengthened aristocratic monarchical form of government. So they all wanted the same thing to happen. Okay, so that is what is about the conservatives. So these conservatives are the people who wanted to have a change in the life, like, but without any disturbance towards their traditional aspects. Okay, and in 1815 is a very very important aspect. So before getting into that, we'll have an just look at it. You can see the conservative wanted to establish a traditional institution like monarchy, church and social hierarchy. So believe that they followed the path of Napoleon. Like they believe that the modernization can be brought like more with modern army, effective bureaucracy and abolition of serfdoms and feudal system. Still more strengthening of monarchy can happen, and they imposed censorship to have and control. Censorship means we have censor boards in nowadays in movies and all, we have no, like that will edit the unwanted things that is being published in the movie. Similarly, unwanted things from the newspaper can be cut down, and the citizens and the groups all the activities of the liberal nationalism against the monarchy. So that is what is being done. Then you can see that the very important thing, that is the Vienna conference which has been held. That has been held because of the European powers. The European powers, particularly Britain, Russia, Prussia and Austria collectively defeated Napoleon in the war, okay, in 1815. So they wanted to make Napoleon to sign a treaty. Okay, that is called as the Vienna Treaty, which was signed in the year of 1815. So it was an conference which was being held which has been hosted by Austrian Chancellor Duke Metternich. Okay, he has been the person who is hosting. Hosting means conducting or been organizing, and there were been delegates who joined them. Delegates means different country members. Okay, they have joined them in together to draw this Treaty of Vienna, and this Treaty of Vienna has its own objective. So previously we saw, right, Napoleon was being considered as an important person, but Europeans, when after the defeat of Napoleon, there was lot of things that changed. The France, which was having an National Assembly as the government, what they did is that they removed the National Assembly constituency, and they restored the Bourbon dynasty king itself as a ruler. And the France lost all its territory which was under Napoleon. No? So the France lost all of its territory, and they also had a series of states. Means they made many states to be set up in the boundary of France. You know why they have set up them in the boundaries? They don't want the France to still more extend their area, so that boundary areas, few peoples or few nations were being stationed. I'll tell you what are the nations that has been stationed. Can see, like the Kingdom of Netherlands, which was included with Belgium, was set up in the northern region of France, and Jona, which was added with Pediment and stationed in the south, and Persia, which was being given importance for the new territory, was set up in the western frontier. Okay, and Austria was given the northern Italian side, but the 39 German Confederation which was there, that alone was left untouched by them. They did not disturb that, they left it as such. And in the eastern region, Russia was given the Poland, and Persia was given Saxony. So that is how they made the nation to station, so that the France will not still extend their own kingdom. And the main intention was to restore the conservatives. We saw those peoples, even though they felt happy that Napoleon has strengthened the monarchical form of government, but they wanted them only to rule. So they wanted to bring back the conservative order in Europe. And in the 18th century, the conservative regime, it is called as conservative regime. Regime means duration, year. Okay, and they did not tolerate any kind of criticism or dissent which was being there, and they were being actively questioning about the legitimacy of the aristocrat government. So most of the places, they said that they will have the censorship of laws to be controlled in the newspaper. So they made a committee of members, so that they will check, only then they will send the newspaper to be common peoples. And the books, plays, songs all had only the reflections of the liberalism and freedom and of the French. This French memories continuously was inspiring the people. One major issue that has been taken place here, you can see that as the liberal nationalism. It made the people to criticize the new conservative orders. It gave them only the right to criticize the liberal conservatives order was free of press. So it is the freedom of press, like they started criticizing. But that criticism was also, if it is obstructed by the censorship, it is not possible for them to post it. Okay, so this is what is about the new conservatives after 1850s. So just go through it, students, and learn about it and write 5 points about the Treaty of Vienna, and why this Treaty of Vienna was being signed by them, and what is conservatives. So what is the wrong that has been done by Napoleon also you mention, and send as an homework, students. Thank you.